But when I say that I'm friends with my exes, what I believe people have told me that they heard is that they still have the same access to you. Where's the threat for you?
What do you guys think the difference is between fighting for your relationship and then forcing your relationship to work?
Some people say, God, regardless of my emotions, use me to love your daughter completely, thoroughly, and perfectly. That she may feel you in a way she's never felt you before. That's where we get to stand in as men and husbands. His daughter can know him in a way that she can't know him through nobody else, but nobody else can do it but you.
So basically, I'm that nigga.
You that nigga, and you the only nigga to do it. When I say the one is simply the one you choose. Is there more than one? The one that I can see right now is the one that I need right now. Is it the one that I'm able to handle? Are there ones for every season?
Not cool. There's not just one person for me and on this earth.
When you see her, you'll know. When I saw her, I saw the completion of my vision.
I feel like your woman should be your cheat code for life.
If it's appropriate for you to ask someone to get a blood test to check for STDs, shouldn't it also be appropriate to ask someone to get a psych evaluation?
Mental health has never been as big as it is in the culture that we live in today.
Sometimes people's privates looks different. Not those privates.
Wow.
Welcome to another episode of Maybe This Will Help the Podcast.
Maybe this will help. Will this help you?
Don't forget the maybe, baby. Don't forget
Hey,
the
listen.
maybe, baby.
All I'm saying is we need to get in the studio.
Baby.
Welcome to another episode of Maybe This Will Help.
Dig it. Don't forget the maybe, baby. Don't forget the maybe, baby.
Don't forget it.
My God. You know, I tried to rush through it, so the part couldn't even.
Hey, man. All good.
Let me see your shirt, bro.
Mm.
Is that Martin Luther the King?
Tied it up.
Look, we had the same idea tonight.
Hey, there it is. There
it is, man. Martin
I was
Luther the
wondering
King.
if we were still here, but we're still here.
It looks like we are, bro. It looks like we are still brothers.
In the background too, there he is. Where is it? There he is,
Martin
back
Luther
there.
King and Andre 3.
Yeah. Just don't do something.
I can dig it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Maybe This Will Help the Podcast. Giving you the relationship talk you can relate to, the good, the bad, the alimony. Me and Mike D on here. Mike's a model, if you didn't know. I just felt like saying that tonight. Mike's a model.
Why are we starting off?
I don't know. Somebody texted me and said, "Oh, your partner is pretty." I said, "Yeah, he's a model, so he makes money to look like that." And I make money to sound like this. So I'm the voice and he's the face. Welcome to the show. Tonight we're gonna get. Well, there we go.
Yeah.
And I had to make it simple for the first timers. Welcome everybody to the show. We about to get started with a little check-in. Yeah. Oh, Facebook is not live tonight. Mike, can you reset our Facebook so they can see us on Facebook? Yeah, they said it's not.
Reset it. That's wild because it said that it was reset.
Yeah. Hey, TY, try again because Carrie's commenting from Facebook. So, you can try my Facebook Live or the Maybe This Will Help the Podcast.
Right.
It is live. Ali said it's live on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you just gotta refresh the page because it wasn't at first. I had to go in and add it back because after a while it'll fall off. You
got to reset. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm with it. I understand, my friend.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well then, let's have some fun, man. Let's have some fun this evening.
Please.
We can all use a little bit of fun. E, what's up, family? My sister.
My.
What up, Pookie Sunshine? Pookie Sunshine.
Oh.
Pookie Sunshine. We're gonna talk about you tonight. We're not. I'm sorry. She probably about to log off. What up, Allie? Good to see you. Carrie was popping. To our fellas over there in the background, we see you as well.
Yeah.
Shoot, man. Well, let's tap in on this last podcast for the Black History Month.
Right.
This is the last one, right, for the month, right?
Yeah, man. I believe so. Yeah. We got 29 days this February.
Look at us. Look at us.
Get an extra day for our people. I'm not bad. Man,
nigga, all year.
Come on now, say that.
Oh man. All right, go ahead, check in, bro. How was your week? Just keep giving the plug for your braid lady because she's doing an amazing job, man. I'm every day. I'm always
God is good. God is good, man. She gets it in. I'm a plug her on halftime.
Mm-hmm.
My week busy. busy. I had a very eventful week. Babe had surgery on Wednesday. She went in for surgery.
I thought it was Tuesday. Okay.
No, because you hit me up on Tuesday and I said it was tomorrow.
Okay.
But she's recovering well and getting her doing everything she needs to do that the doctor told her to do. And I
swore you were gonna come on tonight's show with a nurse outfit on. I swore you were. I just had a feeling. We scrub, not the skirt.
You know what's funny about that? Because she's when I had surgery, I don't know, a couple years ago, she took care of me, and it's just when you're in a relationship, when you're in a healthy relationship, when you're in a good relationship, I'll say when you're in a relationship you want to be in, when you're in a relationship you want to be in,
when you're in a relationship that both of y'all want to be in,
yeah, right. Because sometimes
one of y'all want to be there, one of y'all
halfway up.
Is this favor gonna be over? Yeah,
right. It doesn't seem like a burden, or it doesn't seem like a job to take care of that person. It seems like a pleasure, like an honor, because it's almost like now's my time to shine. I'm gonna show up. Like I told her I was gonna buy her a little bell. She can ring her little bell, and you know what I mean.
Ring my bell, ring my bell. You old enough for that? Bro? Was that the note?
Yeah, it was okay though. I had to go. You feel me?
Hey,
no.
Go ahead, man.
So I've been taking care of her this week and making sure she gets better and stronger, all that good stuff. We had a real my son's basketball team, which I coach. We had like a do or die basketball game on Friday. Like if we wouldn't have won, we would have been kicked off the road to the playoffs. So, and it's our rival school, so we won. So that was a big deal Friday night. What happened this weekend? This weekend, I just been in the house making sure my woman is good, and
you gotta believe it.
yeah, eating out every night. Me and Denim, door dashing it every night. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't have it in me.
Pause. So many.
Cooking this week. Cooking.
Can you bold pause?
Yeah, no,
for sure.
Pause, eject. I get it.
Carrie said, never give someone a bill. You'll hate them and that bill. I don't know. I guess the question is, Mike, did Jay ever get the bill?
Nah, it was a running joke. It was a running joke because I would have been on here like, so it just didn't work out, y'all. We tried it and I gave her a bill and that was the end of the relationship.
He said, I was surprised he even offered the bill. Mike was about to turn into Samuel L. Jackson from Django. Who's this nigga on this nag? Hey, I can. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you know 100%. Jay is 50% Caucasian, so she got a little bit of it in her.
Wow.
Anyway, go ahead, rush your check-in. My bad. It's Black History Month. You can't get that woman no bill during her Black History Month.
Listen.
That would have been Mike on the show tonight.
100%. 100%.
Out.
No, man, but everything else is good, man. Just me and my brother Carson, we always are looking for the next business venture and streams of income, and so me and him got some stuff in the works. So yeah, man, I'm just all about taking each day to try to make myself better, whatever that looks like, including getting back in the gym. If I tell you how long it's been since I've been in the gym, you'll be disappointed in your brother.
Or maybe I'll be jealous because I'm looking at you and it don't look like you missed any gym.
Man,
you know that you missed too much gym when your innie turned into an Audi. So if your belly is still,
no, I'm still good. I'm still good as far as that go. But bruh, it's been over a month. Yeah, and I ain't been eating right. Yeah, and so to me, that's a good gauge for me. Like it's something else going on that I need to check. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's me being lazy or me. Sometimes for me, when I'm getting in a state of feeling overwhelmed, I tend to just shut off, and that includes the things that includes self care. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like for me, going to the gym is self care and it's therapy. So when I tend to, start feeling overwhelmed, that kind of starts lacking. So, just doing some self checks and getting myself back in line where I need to be. But
I was about to say, like for me, from a coaching perspective, sometimes just your routine shifts with the season, and sometimes the season, you know what I'm saying,
yeah,
doesn't permit
yeah,
certain
yeah,
luxuries, right? But then at
yeah,
the same
yeah.
time, gym is not just a luxury, it's also therapy. But then sometimes you don't really need therapy because life is just good.
I never even thought about it that way. Wow. See, this is why you do what you do.
That's why I do. That's why I'm the voice. Yeah.
Yeah. See. Yep.
Yeah.
That's it for
Yeah,
me,
but
bro.
no, but get back
Everything
in the
else is
gym
good.
though. But just that, yeah. Let's get back to that. Nigga, a home gym. Nigga, I'll drop off some dumbbells tonight if you need me to. Something.
Crazy thing is, I got anyway. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
talk.
let's not even go down that path.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel you on that though, because my week, really, man, just really trying to be disciplined. I've been praying, talking to God, and I shared with you. I shared with Errol today. The guy was like, your destiny is really dependent on your discipline, right? Like how you get there, what you're gonna have when you get there. And these courses that I'm taking to be a UX designer, self-paced, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they notified me that they got to push my deadline back because my pace was too slow. And I'm like, yeah, I'm tripping. Like there's nights or days and little pockets of opportunity that I could really like tap in and do the studying, and I've gotten more serious, and I'm recognizing like, just without putting myself in the place of anxiety or thriving or striving, excuse me,
Yeah.
just recognizing the opportunity at hand. Yeah, I just been trying to be more disciplined than that. Took a pause on, remodel of the house and just breathing until they drop off my couch this week. Then I'll pick that back up and do some stuff. But even with that, like I just been trying to put more time into my study and identifying, my healing, having some great breakthroughs. Jesus, man, let me tell you real quick before you get into this show, because this is gonna tie in. I had two friends hit me up this week. One friend, McJellen, I love you. She was like, yeah, I need you to get up off your butt and get back into that spot, right? You know what I'm saying? From a very encouraging, but like matter of fact, like this is warfare type thing. And then I had another friend of mine, Carla. She hit me up. She was texting me, asked me a few questions, just like, like, all right, enough is enough. Like get up off of it, like, and so I was like, and I didn't even take it as an insensitivity, but I took it when I took it, what she said, when I took what she said, talking about Carly here, what she said, all right. So I recognized that I was in prayer about it. It's like throughout because I've been studying the grieving process, which includes inside the healing process, like throughout the path, there are going to be exits where you can bring closure to yourself. Because I have so many questions about things, right? You know what I'm saying? And we haven't been in contact. So, there's things that I miss, and there's things I created in my mind that I never had that I say that I miss. Like it's a whole gambit of things, right? Because, you take time to pick an exceptional person. And so when there's no contact, it impacts you a certain way. So it was crazy because I had the chance to bring closure as I did when my dad died, right? Different grieving process, but the same, you can still take the same responsibility to say, okay, this is what it's going to be. And so, man, I'm sitting here cleaning the house. Doggone Boys to Men come on to what is it? Doing Just Fine. Like, but I'm not. But reality is like, no, I am actually. I am. Like the assignment came to an end. The commitment was kept. You know what I'm saying? To lead a person better, and I found them and stuff like that. And so there's so many beautiful things I can take from it. But I had to verbally say, okay, God, I'm closing this. I'm giving this to you because there's things you want me to focus on in this season. If I keep, dwelling on this, then it's going to become a distraction, and nobody else is causing that distraction but me. So I handed it over to him. And it's like, just release me to go focus on what it is in this season I need to focus on. Even talking to y'all about the idea of date versus dating someone versus, being in a relationship, and, you want to feel the people's like, just don't force anything. Don't try to rush anything. And I opened up my book before the I do, and it said, those who rush lose their step. So I'm just like, okay, I'm not rushing, slow down, take my pace. So I've been feeling good. Haven't had any lows ever since my two friends tried to check me. Good conversations with my mom about things. So trying to get this schooling together, investment opportunities together, revamping the content that we put on this show. Like it's been a productive week, man. And I'm happy, man. I'm happy. Yeah.
That's good. That's
where
good.
I'm at, bro.
Something else happened the last time we met up. I don't know if you want to make that public knowledge, but the last time I saw you, you hit a major milestone in your manhood, and you did something that was
Oh God,
a notch on your belt. What was
brother. So I met up with Mike and Jay, one of my homegirls. Not my homegirls. She's actually I'm learning how to differentiate titles. This is a really good friend. It's not even a homegirl. Gingy is a really good friend. We met up and I took the test to get my permit to carry, concealed and non-concealed. In government buildings and everything, I can carry everywhere. I think that's what mine says. Is that what mine says?
No, sir.
I think I got a class X gun carry license. Let me tell you, me and Mike was in there, was in the store looking at handguns right before I took my test. Right, Mike, like after you finish taking your test, like tell dude, like, yeah, let me look at this gun because I'm gonna see which one I want to buy. Right. Man, I was so excited that I passed the test. The dude's like, you need anything else? I'm like, I'm good. I'm done.
Left the store.
I'm like, Mike was like, did you look at the gun? So I couldn't because I had to go and pull another number. It would have been another 30 minutes. I was so excited that I passed the doggone test. You would have think I had the gun on me the way I walked out the store, though.
That's fine.
I'm legal now.
Yeah, right.
I'm legal now. Who need protection? Who need protection?
Not you. You got it on you.
Oh God! Is she on medication? Is it time for her medication? Jay said, "Don't talk to me until we have the same amount of guns."
Wow. Well, good luck.
First of all, I was born with a pistol, so until you can get on that level, shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. I don't think my brother's into that. So, yeah, y'all got way too many guns. Y'all don't have any guns. Actually, we on live public transportation right now.
Don't own one.
Nothing. Don't even have any sharp butter knives in the house, as far as I'm concerned.
Nope, dull. We keep everything dull around.
Oh here. No. Mike, I think you on the blacklist. I think as soon as you walk in there, they gonna be like, hell to the no, no.
Oh wow.
Ty, why is this not public knowledge? Ty, I did not know you had 3 guns. Ty was in the Navy, so I'm not sure. She probably got a submarine tank in the backyard and everything. Oh shoot! Listen, let me borrow your gun. That's the first rule.
Nope.
First rule of gun club. No, you don't let people borrow your gun.
Never. What gun? What gun?
Yeah, what gun? Listen, they watch.
Always.
What? Oh, that's right. She was a federal correctional officer. I forgot y'all was in there beating on people with batons and stuff and super gluing their mouths shut. Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, y'all ready to get into this show? It's 8:30. I think I'm ready. Mike, you ready?
Yeah, let me just pop on over to IG and see. Nope, we got no comments there. So yeah, we good. Let's hit it.
All right, cool. Jesus. All my friends are thugs. Ali said my 9 is ready next time you in town. First of all, I don't like your tone.
Wow, 9 what?
God, my 9 is ready. My 9 is ready. My 9 is ready. Hey, make that to a shirt, Mike. My 9 is ready.
And that anyway, I'll keep that between me and Jeanette.
Yep. We're gonna start the show. You know what? No. We're gonna start with the one you sent, right? Let's start with that one. That's gonna be fun. Let's start there. Is there a classy way to show interest in a man without looking thirsty? This is from my old-fashioned gal. Is there a classy way to show interest in a man without looking thirsty? Jump in the comments. Let us know right now. Is there a classy way to show your interest in a man without looking thirsty? My first response, Mike. Go ahead.
No. I want to hear yours.
Be thirsty. Be thirsty. Stop trying to look like you're not thirsty and then wondering why a nigga don't know if you're really interested or not. Vice versa for men with women. If you thirsty for a person, then be thirsty. Just, if you're thirsty for a lot of people, that's the problem. There's nothing wrong with being thirsty for a person. Like that is good. That's a good thing. Show the thirst. Show the
right. And what's so crazy about that, and I know all of our longtime viewers already have heard me and Janae's story, but for those who haven't,
you about to call my sister thirsty?
I mean, whatever, right?
Well, she called herself thirsty. Look what she put. Go like all his pics on IG. That's from the fiance. Go like all his pics. This is why. Why you still single? Because you still single because you won't show how thirsty you are for that one man.
And then on my side, she was my client for like a month. Then we saw each other in person.
Hold on, slow down. I didn't know. Client for what? You
printing. That's how we met. Printing. She was a client.
Bet she was.
Nah, so she was a client. We met in person for the first time. She came and picked up her stuff. I feel that same night, I asked her to go on a date. The next day, we went on a date. The very next day, and after that, we was together.
So y'all was both thirsty.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Yep. And now we engaged, about to get married. 4 years later, something like that.
Ain't that the cutest story? Call Netflix. Tell them
no, because it ain't all a love story, brother. Hold on.
Tyler Perry gonna take over. Tyler
Perry, Spike Lee. I don't know who's gonna want the right to this, brother.
It's gonna be on BET first, and then it's gonna transition.
Right, Cold Black. It's gonna be a Cold Black production. It's gonna be one of the things. So you know when the hood black movie start, it's gonna start like this. It's gonna be like, see, that's me. I'm Mike. When it first started, it wasn't always like this, and then it's gonna go back into the story.
It's gonna be about when a black man dates a mixed girl. It's gonna be called Sister Master.
Tubi. My mind said Tubi. Exactly. It's gonna be a Tubi original.
Listen, we on. Mike on the porch getting his hair braided. Oh man, I paid good money to see that, bro.
Yeah, that's what
numbers was right. They can have the story. Jay said she's willing to sell it all. She's still thirsty. That's her MO. She don't she don't care. She's like,
oh shit,
money, nigga. I'm ready tonight.
Yeah, funny, yo. But yeah,
wait a minute. We got a question for you. Mike Alley said, should she be thirsty if it's not reciprocated?
So I think once you show your first signs of thirst and it's not reciprocated, then you may want to back off a little bit. But you really won't know unless you go out there and put yourself out there. If you don't never come and tell me, man, I've been seeing you for a while and I've been wanting to say something, but I just finally got up the courage to approach you. But I'm kind of feeling you, and I was wondering if you don't even start with that, if you just gonna sit in the background and hope that the guy or the female is gonna come talk to you, it might not never happen. And you might miss out on the best thing that could have ever happened to you.
I say a solid 72 hours of thirst.
Wow. Regardless.
Give it 3 days. Yeah. And I say this from not for me a comical place, from a standpoint of I did all I could do. And I deal with a lot of clients who deal with a lot of regret, right? So whether you applying pressure to a person, to a job pursuit, to a fitness goal, to a savings goal, like give it a good amount of time, enough time to bypass those emotions that are trying to get you to quit, and then give up or stop once you realize like, yo, I've exhausted all I'm willing to invest here. Not I'm upset because I'm not seeing it reciprocated. Just like, okay, no, I'm gonna do this, and this, and these are like my 3 best shots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying to you? So that's, and yeah, it's tough though, because should you be thirsty? Should she be thirsty if it's not reciprocated? I think sometimes one person might see the other person before they see them in return. It may not be, you may not be on that same page. Like you may be thirsty over somebody who,
I also think it takes a certain amount of maturity too on both ends to actually express that amount of thirst, because you got some guys and some girls that'll see that thirst as, oh, you just on me too tough, or you know what I mean, something like that, as opposed to, oh man, you just really genuinely want to get to know me and really like me. Let me open myself up, pause, to this possibility. I'm saying it just takes.
I got a question for you then, Mike. So how soon do you tell this person to stop if you see their thirst and you don't want it?
Immediately. Why should we wait?
Okay, now here's the twist to that, because sometimes our initial reaction to want to reciprocate thirst is usually based on physical appearances. We haven't got a chance to get to know that person first. and you're like, you're not my type, so turn that off. Versus like some people like, no, give them some time, give them a chance, take them on, go on a date with them, get to know them.
Even if you're not attracted to them physically.
Yeah, because you know how they say men are more, visual. I think men become thirsty off the visual, and women become thirsty off the mental stimulation. No, it's not. It's not even. It's so mixed up these days, huh? Yeah. All right. Yeah. Pookie, you're not allowed to answer that question. Pookie told the nigga same day. I think it was within the hour when he showed thirst, and she was like, "Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. I got something I need you to know.
Come here real quick. I'm just kidding, Pookie.
No, you're not. You know he ain't. You know he ain't.
A little bit. So back to this movie deal real quick. So who we gonna get to play me, and who we gonna get to play you? Because you
Jada Pinkett is gonna play Janae. Jada Pinkett. That's 1,000%.
No. I'm not.
She's a good actress. No,
she's a good actress. No.
She can't do that part.
No. I'm gonna find some. I got you, man. Keep trying to.
No, I know who could do it. What's that girl name? Jordan Sparks.
I like it. I'll go with that.
I like it. I think that's the good mixture.
We got approval.
Right?
We got approval. Yeah.
And then for Mike,
I didn't ask you. I was
no, you did say. Hold on, I got it. I know who it is. I know who it is.
You started with what's the nigga? It's gonna be some bullshit.
Listen, if you ain't nothing else, do that. No. Who is the nigga from Black Panther, the one that lived in the cave with all his people? Umbaye. What was that? No, that's another movie. What's his name? Umbaku.
Yeah.
He's a handsome dude. And he's large. He's a tall.
He's a big guy. I'll go with it. That's my guy. I'll go with it. Yeah.
And Jordan Sparks.
I'll take it. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. See, look, I know how to cast a movie. Who is Simone? Oh, Simeon. Simeon from nigga. You talking about Simeon from Coming to America?
You talking about Simeon the weightlifter?
No, it's talking about Simeon from Coming to America.
Okay, she's talking about Simeon the weightlifter. No,
she's talking about Simi. She's talking about Simi from Coming to America. And niggas with a jacuzzi tub inside that motel. That's you, Mike. That's who she wants to be. You.
Yeah, Lee. The best we can do is Arsenio Hall.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best. The weightlifter.
Can we get back to the show?
That accent. You wanted to come back to the movie deal.
I couldn't stop thinking about it. It's going to interrupt the whole flow of the show. So I'm over it.
Who got the number to Tubi? I bet you it's a 323 number. I bet. It's not even 800. It's 323.
And they gonna pick, and she gonna pick up and say hello. She not gonna say hello. What? Who am I calling? This is Tubi. Hello. This is Tubi.
Oh man.
Terrible.
First of all, okay, so wait a minute.
They could potentially be putting us on Tubi for the podcast. And see what you're doing right now?
Yeah. See, no, I didn't do that. This all in it. Maiva started it. Yo, my friend Rashana DeMarie said, who is playing Donovan? So go ahead, Mike. I'll let you pick.
Donovan.
Y'all crazy if y'all think I'm gonna let this brother cast me in this doggone TV show. Not tonight. Not today, Satan. Not today. He was way too happy.
I was going to one up you. I was going to do what's the Momoa dude? The Momoa, Jason Momoa.
Jason. First of all, pick somebody under 6 feet so it can be believable. God dog it. But
most people think because of your stature, you're a big guy. They don't really know you're like Kevin Hart size.
Wow.
Huh?
Wow.
That was it.
I knew it was cold. I knew it was coming.
What?
They gonna pick who? Risa Tisa. Who is Risa Tisa?
Who's Risa Tisa?
That's on the Caucasian side. Who is it? I know white actresses.
Taisha said the Hulk. We're just gonna have a green superhero.
It works because it's Tubi.
Listen, Tubi, if you're watching, I don't.
Mike fully endorses this content.
Commercials and all. Commercials and all.
Oh man.
Shit. Jesus Christ.
Mike, she said you're being petty. You're being petty. She said, I'm only 5'10". She said, how tall are you? I'm only 5'10". So
no,
yeah, just make it believable. Oh man.
All right.
Jesus. All right. Well, that was a good start to the show.
Yep, laughter. That's what we needed.
So how about this? Since we're talking about casting, I think that sometimes people are in relationships and they want to cast somebody else to be their boyfriend based on looks, but just the personality. I think that's a hard dynamic for a lot of people to overcome. Like, I like the way he talks and the way he acts, but I just wish he looked different, or vice versa for men and women. But let's get into this video. I think that'll help us with that conversation.
You think a lot of women stand on their standards when it comes to a man they actually like?
I would say hell no. I think that most women got two sets of rules. They got a set of rules for the guy that they really like, and they got a set of rules for everybody else. And that right there is the issue, right? When you reach your peak level of maturity, then those rules become the same. Nobody is exempt. And I think because most women don't stand on their square, that allows men to just feel like we can do what we want. Like, y'all gotta understand how men think. Like, men only respect consequences. That's it, that's all. And fact is, most women don't administer them, right? So if I'm dealing with you and I'm violating and I'm this and I'm that, and you may get mad for 2-3 days or a week or whatever, you might go stay with your homegirl or whatever the case may be, but we know you coming back. Not only you coming back, but the 5 women we dated before you coming back. So when we get to the 8th woman, what you think our expectation is gonna be? So I think if women wanna see change in men, y'all gotta start standing on y'all standard. But if y'all don't, and continue to have those 2 sets of rules, good luck.
You know why I feel like that's true? Because be shocked is when you leave them, don't they?
Yep.
What the I just cheated twice. Times 6.
3 days ago.
That's the only time they be okay with going to see the lady. And
oh, right.
as soon as you leave, that's when they want to go see the lady and fix every up thing about them. No, it's too late. I no longer care.
First of all, I didn't know if I was looking at Common or the game. That nigga looks like 2 people.
Yeah,
Jeez.
It's a mixture. It's a good mixture.
Secondly, so initially my first thought was, no, that's not true. We don't only respect consequences. But then I had to sit and ponder with that, and I still disagree. I don't think it's the consequences. I think that a man is going to do whatever a man wants to do, regardless if there's any consequences or not. I think when men do the right thing, or whether he starts to do the right thing, or whether he was a dirtbag before and changed his act, is a decision that he made for himself and decided, like, I can't keep doing this. But I don't think it necessarily has to do with the consequences of it. Like, oh, if I don't, then XYZ is going to happen. Because at the end of the day, if most men believe or think that it's not just one fish in the sea. So if she breaks up with me, I'll be heartbroken, but I'll find somebody else. So it can't just be consequences alone.
Okay. I get that. But is there still a double standard that needs to be put in check?
I believe that women
should
stand on business.
We got Jay right there. Jay, was there a double standard on how you treated Mike?
As opposed to,
so when we talk about double standard, we're talking about, like, there's certain boundaries that you don't have with men you're attracted to. Like, your boundaries are specific to the man, they're not specific to your morals.
Ooh, that's good. So before she answers, I'll say yes. I'll say she put up with a lot more of my shit than she would have normally with anybody else.
Hey, who's that comedian that said the finer she is, the harder it is to throw her out? You know, you walk away like, because you see that an intelligent woman isn't rare. A lot of them are intelligent, right? But but a beautiful woman, like, you know, that seems to be a little more rare. So it's harder for you to throw away a thing or let go of a thing that you feel like is rare. So I remember, you guys don't know this. If you watch the podcast, you know this. First time Jay saw Mike, she's like, damn, you tall. You know, and for whatever reason, that was something that caught her. So Jay, is that the reason? Why you didn't throw Mike in the trash?
She responds. She gonna respond on the comment.
Shoot. First of all,
it looked like it's long too, because them little fingers is just
calling us old. Mike over there robbing the cradle. Jay said, I think my boundaries were the same, but I ended up being more forgiving because of the love. See, that's after the fact. That I think that accommodation should be made after a relationship is established and you know this person. But we're talking about Yeah, because I think that boundaries are in response to either no trust, lack of trust, or deep trust. So I think that standard, well, maybe the standard isn't changing. Maybe they're meeting the standard, and so privileges are given. Maybe that's what I'm saying.
Or should I hold you at a higher standard because you know what's been invested?
Okay, this is a good conversation because I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like this shouldn't the standard be the standard?
Okay, let me ask you this. So you got let's just use it's gonna be far-fetched. Let's just use your mom, and let's just use a young lady that you dated. And your thing is, I'm not gonna let no woman just come and put their hands on me and slap me, or I'm not gonna let no woman talk to me crazy. But your mom, you guys are getting, and she goes across your face. You're gonna take that a lot better than you would if it was just some woman you was dating. There's definitely levels to it.
So we're back on Tubi. All right. Jesus.
No, this is Hallmark. That's the Hallmark channel. All the women get beat on the Hallmark.
Is that the one that the women used to watch back in the day? What was it? Lifetime.
Lifetime. That's what it is. Lifetime. Yep. Lifetime. That's what it is.
Okay. No, I don't think that's the same thing because we're talking about a relative versus a stranger. I think that this.
But your question was, should your standard be your standard?
You did say
no matter who it is.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, what do y'all think? What do y'all think?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. I think. Go ahead.
Or should there be levels to your standard? Should certain people, because of whether it be the relationship, whether it be whatever, should you grant more? Should we call it leniency, grace? What do you want to call it?
Yeah, leniency is fine.
Should we grant more leniency to people based on
or more privileges,
or more privileges based on the relationship that you have with that person? Or should it be across the board? I'm the same with everybody, no matter what.
Let's talk about what do you do?
It's definitely case by case for me.
Okay.
That's honestly, that's what everything, my time, my people having access, my relationships, and certain stuff that I do for Janae, I wouldn't do for nobody.
Gotcha.
Nope. Like, I'm not gonna step in front and push nobody out the way from no moving car, and I get hit to say, oh, everybody don't get that.
So let's get to this practical. Let's stay with I want to just talk about this dating environment first. A guy that you're attracted to, right?
Nope.
Not sorry. Okay. So a woman's attracted to a guy.
Yeah.
And so that means that there's certain places that she will allow herself to go with him on a first date because she's attracted to him, versus the guy she's like, I don't really know. Maybe it can be a group outing, or like it's not like across the board. Like, this is what a first date must look like, regardless of what you look like.
Dang. So okay, I want to try to translate this into how I'm hearing you say it. So are you saying some women will take more of a risk based on the attraction?
I'm saying that some women let niggas bypass the interview process and just give him the job because he's attractive. And I think that, we're talking about the women right now, but we can talk about the guys as well. But no.
Yeah, but we talking about women. I get it.
Yeah.
Wow. I've seen it. I've been that guy that they let me bypass and then didn't do their homework on me at all, simply because of what they thought.
Because you was M66.
Based on whatever they thought they saw. Because I used to be a shitty, not even like boyfriend. Just, I won't say shitty. I just
one of God's worst creations. I got you. Yeah.
But I was the kind of guy, if my daughter was dating this guy, I'd have been like, nah, he's not the one. But so many women, based on appearance, based on what they see on social media, feel like, oh, he must be XYZ. But that, it could be further from the truth. Couldn't be further from the truth.
So one of my good friends, she just texted me, right? And so she was talking about this. I met her years ago, a decade ago. But when we first met, we hit it off so well and ended up like we hung out together for like 4 days straight, right? Just she was at my house 4 days straight. That was abnormal for her and abnormal for me. Why was that allowed? You know what I'm saying to you? And I'm asking why. Not gonna say that. Nope. This was 10 years ago. Cut me some slack. No, she said, it was a connection. So are there little things that can exist between you and another person that almost like you, again, grant them certain privileges and access? Are the boundaries and the standards in place to keep you safe from what's typically out there, but you do hold a special space for those anomalies to exist in?
I feel like there is a special space for the anomalies.
Good Lord.
It has to be.
So Shauna said, Donovan is pretty. I'd bypass his height because he is wise and loves God.
Hey, see? We can look past it, my brother.
Listen,
but why is 5'10" a problem?
Because it ain't 6 nothing. It got to start 6. Let me tell you. So
I
listen,
disagree.
let me tell you the things that let me tell you what I'm hearing in these streets, because I've been in the streets a little bit trying to get back on the sidewalk. So what was said was that this I saw this online. They said if he can cook, that alleviates at least 3 red flags. So I was talking to one of my friends. I said, how do you get red flag credit? What is it that I have to do or look like in order to get some of my red flags dismissed? It's like cleaning your credit up, right? Like if how can I got some ways about me that ain't changing. How can I get those overlooked?
Sheesh, that's terrible.
If you love God and you're wise and you can cook, I think that's at least deleting 6 or 7 of your red flags right there on the strength.
I'll give you that. That sounds legit. Yeah.
TY said, I agree with Mike. Case by case, I could say what I would and wouldn't do, but then get confronted with something and react crazy instead of respond the way I thought I would. Hold on, TY. You said you can get confronted with something. What's the unpack that something? What?
She don't have to do that for you.
You do. What's something? What's something? I'm leaving here with something. What's something? Tell me about that. Yes, Jay. Red flag credit. You heard it here, and we're gonna figure out how to get it, brother. If you got a lot of red flags, there's things you can do to get that taken off your record or to get that overlooked by the interested party.
It is. I mean, we've done it. I don't want to speak for you, but we've done it. We've been. Well, I'll speak for myself. I've been the carrier of many red flags, but if you know what to say, how to act, what to do, it's easy to maneuver around those. And they get to thinking, oh, that's it look kind of orange. Now that you say that, that's not red. That's yellow, actually.
So let's go back, because I put this on my Facebook just the other day. I said that when you act desperate, it causes you to see red flags as potentially orange. So is desperate and thirsty the same thing?
No, I'll say this. I believe that desperate is I need to have this. I feel like thirsty is I want to have this. Those are two different actions for me. If I need something like I need this, I need it. I gotta go. That's one thing.
Tyrone
but if I want it, right.
Hey, Joe Rogan. It's not the first time.
Golly, we shouldn't have done the show tonight. Golly. Man. I think that's for me. That's the difference. Being thirsty and what was the other one you said?
Desperate.
Being desperate. Yeah.
So someone asked me to define red flag. So my definition of a red flag is a psychological allergy you have to someone's behavior. Red flag doesn't mean that person is bad. It means that they do something that you have a psychological reaction to, and it's a negative reaction. So that's how I define a red flag. If you have red flags, go to therapy. Sheesh. Don't disrupt somebody's life trying to get credit because you don't want to heal. Cut to the chase then, Jay. Cut to the chase. Good God. Is she on medication? Is she? Did you give her? Is she? Because I ain't never seen her and she ain't never engaged this much on the show. The Adderall ain't working.
She been in the house all week. She around people.
She needed some social.
God. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
What was you about to say about that though?
I don't know. What's your view? Because I don't.
So again, I think that because just because you see something as a red flag doesn't mean that person is a problem. It doesn't mean they have anything they need to heal from. That's
or
what I'm
that
saying.
they even know that it's a red flag. To them, it may not be a red flag.
Exactly. And to somebody else, it may not be. Somebody like, for instance, if you ain't built for it, don't date Latin girls. Because it's a certain spice that you're gonna get, right? And somebody may come in who ain't attuned to that and be like, "Oh, this is a red flag. You need to go get therapy about this." Nah, bro, you just really outside of your lane. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you go to a barbecue, like a Latin barbecue, like how you like your food, mild, spicy, or extra, extra. You know what I'm saying? And don't say the food is nasty or bad because it ain't your prep or because your palate can't handle it. So we all have an emotional palate. And that some people trigger that because they just may be a little too upfront, too honest, and we call it spicy, we call it blunt, we call it rude. And that person is just like, where I come from, this is just how we communicate. And you want that person to go through a whole therapy season to change something about them that ain't wrong with them, but just because it's not what you like, go get what you want.
Go get what you want. It's fine.
See, like me and you, Mike, when me and Mike went down to the suit fellas, right downtown LA, you got to try to find a suit as close to your size as possible. Because if you get a suit that's way apart from your size and then you take it to a tailor and try to get it cut to your size, the tailor gonna tell you need to go get another suit. Because after I finish cutting this thing up, it ain't gonna be nowhere near the same suit that you started with, right? So when you're gonna pick somebody, everybody has preferences and some things don't need to be altered, but try to get somebody that's close to your preferences before you just cut them all up like that. And this thing gonna be no signs of them left at the end. It ain't gonna even be recognized of who they truly were in the beginning. Okay. So Jake said you do know if it's a red flag if you're trying to get credit for it. That's factual. If you
I saw it, I was gonna look over it. Yep, that's true.
If you're trying to get credit for it, it's a problem. Oh man. All right. You see anything on IG? Or we moving to the next one?
Let me look. That was good.
Rashana said, I'm 5'9" and 6 foot in heels. They got 1 inch heels.
What kind of
she said, I don't understand kitten heels. I don't understand short women requesting a 6 foot man. Now I've heard that before. You got these women that are like 5'2", wanting to do it over 6 foot, and then I've dated girls that were 6 foot and above, and they're and the interesting thing was that why don't the short women leave the tall men for the tall women, and they date somebody like 5 stick with 5, 6 stick with 6s?
People want what they want.
I agree.
Nah, we good. We got nothing on IG. Let's get it.
All right, cool. Check this out.
The dumbest financial purchase decision that you've made in the last 5 years?
Anything I've spent on any of my exes. Shout out to y'all. Love y'all dearly. Thank you for all the time that we spent together, the love that we share. I love you dearly. Thank you for allowing me to be a better man. Let me put my cape on. Shout out to Todd Billionaire. I think he has a post. Added up all the money that you spent on women that have not become your wife. If you invested it into the market or business, how much more money would you have? And I was like, damn. And I like to have a good time. Shout out to my babies. I love y'all. Loved y'all at one point. But when I go back and calculate, I'll probably reinvest that capital different. And I'm not doing it no more. And the next time I get to buying bags and going on vacations, I'll be married.
You're not taking somebody on a vacation unless you're married?
Let's break the internet. No.
What's the dumbest
I can respect that. At least the last part, like I can respect that. I'm not taking nobody on a vacation if I'm not married. I can, based on what he's saying, like, all the possible money he could have invested in other areas as a single man that he didn't because he invested it in women and bags and all this other stuff, and he's no longer with these women. I get that point of view. I would agree with it, honestly.
Yeah, I had to say so. I think that being on in America, specifically in LA, and when you look back on what's expected when it comes to men, there's almost a dollar amount that comes along with the definition of pursue me. Like if it's not a certain dollar amount, it's almost like you're not really pursuing me. And I know that's not true for a lot of people, but I've seen it before. Like there's this intent, there's this expectation that money is to be spent versus good conversations are to be had versus well dating is to be experienced. which is why people don't like the Cheesecake Factory. They don't like the 20-minute coffee date. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like it's not expensive enough. You're not investing in me monetarily, right? You know, and I know that that's not everybody. I honestly don't even feel like that's the majority. I just feel like that's what's talked about the most. And I think that is, you know, that's a good tip to teach, you know, teenage boys, you know what I'm saying, before they get out there and get caught up in, like, you know, when you see a girl that's attractive, like immediately not just your heart opens up, your wallet, everything. You want to give her everything, right? And recognizing that should also be reserved, because I remember I was in this relationship once and she had put a lot of things in reserve for her husband, but she expected me to do a lot of things that I should have been reserving for my wife. But because I'm just like an all-in type person, you know, that's just the way I went about it. And of course I didn't, you know, end up with her, but it made me think in retrospect, like, yeah, that's kind of like a good point. I should know ahead of time how much I'm willing to spend in the dating environment, in the relationship environment, also in the fiance environment before I get married. I should have an idea. If I can't calculate it based on my own experiences, at least pray about it. You know what I'm saying? And get some clarity on like what makes sense here, because before you know it, like, I think the dollar amounts that we're spending is like we're playing house, we're playing husband, versus putting that intentional time into getting to know this person, because you can invest all this money and still not be sure if that's the person you want to spend the rest of your life with. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, it is crazy. It is crazy. And as much as I agree with him and I agree with you, I feel like I'm just built to the point I that's what I enjoy doing for who I'm with. And that just could be programming from society, right? How we grew up. Every Valentine's Day where we got roses and flowers and all this stuff we're supposed to give to the woman, but it's never anything that's supposed to be given back to us. All of these Mother's Day, mothers get, you know, the world on Mother's Day. Fathers get a pair of socks or a thank you card
or nookie, like
yeah, or something that I should be getting anyway. Like, this is not I mean, thank you, but go. What you got?
So Instagram, but he got the cookie though, so he invested in that. Did he purchase that?
That's what I'm saying. Are we talking about a prostitute, or are we talking about somebody I'm in a relationship with? If I got to spend my money to if I have to spend my because then
I got to spend my money.
But I'm just saying, so in that vein, there's a price for your vagina, is what it sounds like. Whether that be trips, whether that be whatever the case may be, if that's what we're saying, if he's invested his money and his prize or what he got was, then that sounds like a transaction, which you make with.
But let's call it what it is. Is not the way that a lot of people do dating and relationships very transactional. I think that I identified as transactional with the hyper focus or the idolatry of reciprocation. I think that's one of the things that really starts to make it feel very transactional.
So, to your point, I think for me, I felt like yes. And when I started to see that for myself, I started to change it. I.e., can I use the Valentine's Day gifts as a so on Valentine's?
Wait, pause. I love that. Pause. That was so. We talk about this on the show often. When I was in my relationship, we talked about how it's good to clear with your partner, because we get on here and we're sharing about our information, like our relationship, like it's ours, like it's just ours. Like we don't share it with somebody else. So the fact that you would just pause there for a moment and get don't miss that. That's beautiful. And I'm taking notes. Go ahead.
So for Valentine's Day, we said we weren't going to spend a whole bunch of money because, you know, we got some things planned in our future that we're trying to save up money for, yada 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 yada. So I don't ever stick to that rule. I'm gonna do what I want to do, regardless if I said I wouldn't or not. So I got her this gift that she had been wanting, and it's rather expensive, and she got me what she thought wasn't good enough for the gift that I got her. And I was trying to get her to see, like, it has nothing to do with because I love the gift she got me. It ain't like the dollar value of the gift is not what makes the gift. And I think so many people get caught up in, because it didn't cost as much as yours cost, then I didn't meet the standard. Especially when we're on the same team, and especially when have the common goal of where we're trying to go in life, like, you know, it's just important to not allow that type of mentality to set into your relationships, because then it almost becomes like a competition. You know what I'm saying? Granted, it wasn't no big deal with us. Yeah, granted, it's not that, but it can get there.
That's good, man. So check this out. Pookie said, Starbucks, let's go to Starbucks. And then rightfully so, TY said, shoot, Starbucks is too much these days. They can't get my stars or my bucks anymore unless I get
somebody gonna pay it forward.
He said, my caramel macchiatos are on hold.
Jeez.
The fact that she knows how to spell it, I could barely pronounce it. Good God.
Right.
What we got on here? That's what he was expecting, a transaction. He spent money and didn't get what he wanted. But that's what the video was saying. So I wonder if he would go back and do things differently as far as investing, because he didn't get what he wanted, or was the video saying, as you go back and look at how much money you spent, could there have been a better investment that you could have made? Because he said, I would take all the money and invest it and take that capital and invest it somewhere else for a greater return. So I'm wondering.
What did he say that he wanted? I didn't hear him say, I was expecting to get this, but I didn't get it. I'm
just wondering if there wasn't. Yeah.
I think like what could have, we don't know because it didn't go into context, but I think what could have been happening is I'm investing this thinking that eventually it's going to turn into a marriage or something that's going to bear fruit. And because it didn't, then, you know what I'm saying? Then I feel like that may have been money wasted, because I could have been saving that, investing that, yada, yada, yada. I don't think it necessarily means that because I didn't get none or she didn't give it up, then it's money wasted. I didn't get that from that. He could have meant that though.
No, I got it. So I got a question for both of y'all, you and Jay. So we have a gift-giving war in this house in a healthy way. So he won up, and now I have to get him back. I don't understand how I got roped into this giving war, because when I showed up on Saturday to the gun range, to the Turners to try to get my gun license, first thing that out of Mike's and Jay's mouth is, do you want to buy me this safe for Valentine's Day? I'm not in your wars. Just come in the store and drop 12,000.
By default, you are though. That's the thing about it.
Why I ain't never got a gift? Oh, it was those 13 chocolates, huh? There it is.
You still paying on those?
I am. Listen, I think after that was red flag credit. I need to get that washed off my record immediately, because y'all ain't gonna let me let that down.
Afterpay, nigga, but you owe.
So I got something for you, because we're in this lane and in this conversation. Let's do this, and we can do halftime. You could do your promotion, but I feel like this is a good time to put this video up.
Our first Valentine's Day together. We've been dating for about 6 months now, and Valentine's Day is also his mom's birthday. He's told me, listen, I always spend her birthday with her, which is Valentine's Day. My dad is gone. We can spend Valentine's Day on another day. We can celebrate and whatever. And I'm just like, no, this is our first Valentine. Oh. I want to celebrate with my boyfriend, and your mom is a grown adult. She can figure it out for one birthday.
Wow. Look, you're a grown adult too. You should be able to handle. Whoa. You should be able to understand. Like you said, my dad's no longer around. It's her birthday. You know, I'm always there for my mom. You know, every year I celebrate Valentine's Day with my mom. You know, we go out to dinner. I don't understand why you don't get this. We can go to dinner on the 13th, or we can go to dinner on the 15th, or we can go to dinner, the following weekend.
Valentine's Day is the day that all the girls get flowers. All the girls.
It's also, and I don't mean to misstep myself, it is kind of a Hallmark holiday. That's what it's turned into. And the meals, I'll tell you what, those meals on Valentine's Day are twice as much as they are on the 15th. So maybe you guys could go, save a little bit of money by not having to do it on the Valentine's Day.
But it's the principle of the thing. I feel bad for you, Ben. I feel bad your dad's passed, but eventually you're gonna have to celebrate Valentine's Day with your girlfriend or even your future wife on that day. Maybe instead of doing Valentine's Day on a different day, you can do your mom's birthday on a different day.
But this is a tough one.
I can't believe you're throwing my mom under the bus.
Wow.
We've been dating for less than a year. This is my mom we're talking.
Our first Valentine's Day together.
Like my nigga said, we've been dating less than a year, and you think that I'm gonna just throw my mom to the side?
Well, let's. I mean, we got some comments here. Ali said he should definitely be with his moms. That is special. Anybody disagreeing with that? He could split the day between both sides. No, note they both need to get their separate ways. They are too much.
I was gonna say, oh, his girl was not splitting that day. She wanted all or nothing. I could tell by the way she going so hard on him. She not accepting that. Oh, well, spend half with your mom and spend half with. No, she need all of it.
I commented on that video on Instagram and I was like, brother, just take the day off from work. And spend, yeah, because you busy. Take the day off, PTO that thing, and spend the first half with the one lady and spend the second half with the other lady. Then I saw the comments on what I commented, and I was like, so who's the side chick? Is it the mom or is it the girlfriend? One of y'all is a side chick, and y'all need to stay in your role. I think he needs to identify that for himself.
But man, he did. He did though, because he said I only been dating her for a year, and you expect me to just this my?
Would you have been upset first Valentine with with Jay or whatever, like if y'all didn't celebrate it on the actual day?
I don't think it's fair to ask me because I don't care about nothing.
All right, cool. So one of my friends made fun of me because I told them that. So in my last relationship, we started dating in January. So our third date was Valentine's, right? I asked her to be my Valentine, whatever. We went and got reservations at a place called Red out in, I think, near Corona. Beautiful restaurant called Red. On a golf course, the view over the mountains is dumb, right? Nice, yeah, but we had to do it on the 13th because she wanted to celebrate Valentine's Day with her dog on the 14th. It was a special bond. It was like her child. Did I miss something?
Like your child and your child is two different. Don't do that. don't. Because you knew I was gonna have something to say. Yeah.
Why? I'm gonna turn all the comments off. I don't like what's coming through here. It was not a lie. Come on. Listen. So let me tell you what I did though. What I did was y'all ain't right. Y'all like these comments. I'm not putting them up. So what I did, what I'm saying, I'm still like, rookie smitten phase. So what I did was I sent her a Valentine's letter from her dog for Valentine's Day. Thought that'd be sweet. Low key romantic. Yeah, I'm gonna move on to the next topic because y'all
Please.
just
you got no friends here.
You need to go to therapy. You need to go to therapy. Get yourself
whatever. It's fine. All right. Moving on. Thank you, Ali. Somebody. It was an actual dog. I know the dog. It was me and the dog. It was cool. That's fine. I'm just.
Do you still have the letter? I just want to see. I just want to see the letter.
I sent the letter. What do you mean?
Oh, do you remember what it said?
The card? Oh no, it was cute though. It was
Stop.
I was thirsty, my nigga. Let's see.
Clearly.
Why y'all? No, she's a great woman, y'all. It wasn't like that. I know that it does sound bad, but I like to live in the I said roof. You. That's it, man. Mike, halftime. I'm done. I'm immediately hot. Now I gotta use the restroom.
Ladies and gents, I'm surprised you guys are still here, if I'm being honest. But thank you. We appreciate it. If you guys aren't following us on our social media platform, please do. Instagram and Facebook, as well as YouTube. Maybe this will help the podcast. If you guys want to reach out to us, you can do so at maybe this will help podcast at gmail.com. That's maybe this will help podcast at gmail.com, as well as during the I know you guys see the memes and the videos we put up throughout the show. You guys can also be a part of that. Just hit us up on our IG and send us the reel, send us the meme, whatever it is you got that you might want to see us discuss here on the show. Let us know and we'll try to get it up. Pause. Donnie will try to get it up. I have no problems.
I don't ever want you discussing anything.
You're right. I apologize. You told me that in confidence, and I apologize. I should have never. listen, that's my bad. You're right. No, I'm saying
another episode of Tubi. instead of can't get right, can't get up. Anyway, go ahead, man, with the halftime. Just
if you guys have any small businesses, large businesses that you guys want to shout out, if you own it, if your mama own it, friend own it, please let us know. You can put it up, something like this, and we will attempt to showcase it, highlight it. This is styled by Tati. That's actually my
your stylist. Yeah, it's your stylist. It's your stylist. Mike has a stylist.
He said. It's what he said. And yeah, y'all hit her up. She does twists, braids, locks, all that other good stuff for men and women. Yeah, so if you guys have anything, know anybody. Oh, where's Pook?
Pook, where your cookies at? I ain't putting that up. Y'all, you and Jay stop.
I'm not. I'm over here. Pook, post your the link for your cookies. So anyway, as she's doing that, right? Not 1-800 call Pook. We're not soliciting. We're not soliciting tonight. That's the after 12 a.m. show. That's not.
Ah, shoot, Pookie Sunshine. They call Pookie Sunshine for a reason.
Man, listen. But nah, y'all gonna hit her up once you put it up there. You busy laughing. We need your tag.
I know. Like it's Simply More. That's where she's at on IG. I'll just put it out there.
It's Simply More, but I wanted her to put it on the thing so we can add it up there so people can actually.
Well, put it up at some point. We gotta get on with the show. The one Simply More.
The one Simply More. All right. I don't know.
She got that Tubi title. Yeah, but it's good for now. I'm gonna help out. We're gonna get that straightened.
Right. So yeah, so we about to start our second half. Like I said, we appreciate you guys rocking with us so far. We got another like 45 minutes left. Oh yeah, because it's my nigga.
Yo, hold on. One of our listeners got the reference. He said, "I ain't coming home no more because of Sunshine from Cookie Sunshine." He caught it from Harlem Nights.
There it is. Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
Delightful cakes.
Here we go. Here we go. Golly.
Oh man. There we go. Okay.
Shit, go ahead.
Jesus.
One Simply More. She does cookies that are ridiculous. Definitely good for cheat days, for Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays.
Any day. Listen, Valentine's Day, Valentine's Day with the dog, whatever it is, she got you covered. I'm ready to move on. Yeah, right. Oh, first of all, if you love what you're getting on this show, we want to stay on the air, but it costs us money. Please donate to Cash App. Maybe this will help. There's a lot of people out there who love to give generously, and they don't give because people don't ask, but we ask him. Cash App. So what does it take per month, Mike? Is it $35?
No, it's 49 and some change, like $50.
Yeah, $50 to stay on here per month. So if you want to sponsor one of those months, shoot it to our Cash App. We truly appreciate it. We're not trying to make our relationship with you transactional, but it is what it is. So thank you for contributing.
Donnie is single, so you may be able to win a date with Donnie for donating.
We was never doing that.
Oh, okay. We tried it with Donnie. We tried a date with Dub and a date with Donnie. All right. I tried it in my I mean,
and never happened.
Actually, that was just me and Jay trying to.
What in Vogue say? Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. All right, check this out. You know what? I just want to pause and give a little bit of comedy. It's a minute and 27 seconds. This is just funny. We ain't even got to discuss it, but a pause for the cause.
If you had hair, would you use it for good or evil? Could I see your hairline?
What is that question supposed to mean?
Well, I
think it's asking, like,
the power that it You know, like the power that
Yeah.
the power that men with a good hairline have.
What do you mean good hair? Like everyone has.
Yeah, everyone has a.
I think all hairlines are good.
Yeah, so can I see yours?
Yeah, you can. It's right there. It goes kind of. This is the line where my
down
hair
here.
Yeah. Well, you can see I have hair. So
Do
that,
you
that
want to
question
take the hat off
That question
or no?
doesn't make any sense. I'll take my hat off. Yeah, it's fine.
So you know the power that it would give you. You recognize.
Sure. If I well, hang on. This is what I'm
Okay,
doing.
sure.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Good. Hey, and it doesn't bother me.
Yeah. Thank you for. I haven't.
Don't feel insecure.
Okay. I'm starting to. I was feeling pretty okay about it.
Don't.
I was wearing hats when I had hair.
Really?
Yeah. 30 years ago. Would I use it for good or evil? I would use it. I would use it for good. What do you use your hair for? What power?
Inspiring.
Yeah. You inspire women.
Yeah, I have a good haircut.
You do.
Have you ever thought about the shave, clean shave? You're not ready for that.
Believe it or not, I have thought about it.
One more question for you.
Yes.
If you want to put your hat back on, you can.
Sure. No, I'm good. Why would I want to? Why would I want to put it back on?
Okay, sure.
I feel great. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
If you had.
Just awkward first dates, man. I just want to put that up. I thought
show is that?
I'll send you the link. I started following their page, bro. It's just.
Oh, is that real?
I think so, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think it. Oh man.
Yeah, because he started getting very irritated at the end.
Oh man,
she's dirty. She's dirty for that.
I mean, but just so so what we're noticing, like they used to say, like men are more superficial. What I'm noticing in the city of LA, county of LA, the state of LA, is that a lot of women are more or less like now mandatory when it comes to physical presence, like 6 foot above. They want them to have hair. Like, it's a lot of these physical attributes. Like, you remember one time you and Carrie and Sean.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing the show and y'all all had on hats and somebody came in the comments like, are y'all all bald or something? Because y'all, it's like, wow,
yes.
Down. Like, and everybody pulled their hat off and the only person bald was Carrie. But yeah, it's like that's a big deal for some women. They want their man to have hair, unless it's the woman that want the bald man with the beard. But I think even that's shifting. So anyway, ladies, y'all can comment on that if you want to. I just wanted to put that up for comical purposes and move on to the next video.
Jesus, yeah, send me that link, bro. That sounds like a good time.
Yeah, that's a good show. All right, so you know what? This goes in alignment with what we're talking about anyway. Here we go.
What is one piece of advice that you would offer to successful single women who are struggling in the dating scene? One easy piece of advice.
Rethink your list. Rethink your list. What you think that you need. I'm not saying that is that you should throw it away or that you don't need it, but to rethink it and to really consider what you want your life to look like in not just a year from now, but 5 years, 10 years. And does that list support it, or are those like more superficial or maybe material or short-term things? So just rethink the list.
What is one?
I was not expecting her to say that.
You thought I was about to go left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm not saying women don't.
Oh, pause. Wait, pause before we even do that. Just real quick. He had as much hair as she had boobs.
Yep.
I wish we had time to play that game. That sounds like fun.
So much to say.
If we can find the equivalent of what is the equivalent of what men want, if women want 6 feet, what is Woo. Anyway, go ahead. We're gonna bring that one back, Miss Bastien. Appreciate you. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, that's good. Shit. What was I saying?
You thought it was gonna go left when she asked.
So I don't hear a lot of women saying I need to redo my list. It's usually that the men need to live up to my list. So to hear her say maybe you should rethink that list, it's like for me, it was almost refreshing for me. What you got?
I'm thinking hard about this one because when she went into depth, I think it was like what I got from watching that video was that if you do have a list, the list should be more or less informing you of what you need for big picture life purpose, right? Not, who am I to say this, but not a list of your preferences that you may feel in this season.
Yes.
Because if you have a hard line on, if this list is like a mandatory checkoff list and is based on things that fluctuate with your mood or with the season, that's going to cause you to fumble a lot of good people.
Man, yeah, and I got a lot of good relationships. Jay said that's good. Most lists are unattainable and superficial. For sure, with the superficial part, because when you see these lists, maybe from when we were teenagers of our perfect woman, a lot of it is like these days. I don't even care about that stuff. Love you too. Good night.
Is that the man? That's the man.
Yeah, the man, the myth, the legend.
Denim Worldwide. What's up, man? Looking like a grown man.
Jeez, right? Yeah. So it's one of those things where my list when I was younger were very superficial. Light skin, long hair, gotta have this type of body. It's like, but none of that stuff really matters at the end of the day. So I think it's important, not just for women, but for men to take a real good look at your list that you have and kind of weigh that out with real life. Like, does this really matter? Is this gonna make or break, how I feel about this person?
So I want to say this real quick. I want to talk about this. Advice: quit looking for love, start looking for someone fun. How you feel about that?
I know that's what you live by, your mantra.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, yes, but because I had such a big reaction to it, it's only responsible of me to try to poke holes in it to see if it's truly valid or if that's from hurt, if that's from wound. But fun people, like if I think about what I want the rest of my life to be, in the top 3 is fun, fruitful, faithful to God, fun. I think that
it's a necessity for me in relationships. Like, if it ain't fun, if it don't make me laugh, if it don't, it for me, it's probably not gonna work. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, Donnie, we live these lives where we go to these jobs, and a part of that job we have to be serious. It's things going on in life that cause us to be serious. We got to take this seriously. We got to take this seriously. When I get home and in my relationship, I don't want to be serious. I don't. Let's do something fun. Whether it's watch a movie, whether it's crack jokes, whether it's go somewhere and have fun, whether it's, like, I don't know, man. It's just because I know people in these serious ass relationships, and it just seems so stuffy. Like, somebody fart or something. Like, are y'all human? What's going on? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just kind of sucks the air out of the room when the relationship is just so serious, because that's what happens sometimes. We're so focused on, I want this to work, I want this to work, it needs to work, it has to work, and nobody is even stopping to breathe and enjoy and have fun in the relationship.
I like that, and I think that again on the show we get these moments, self-awareness and then self-examination. So one of my friends texted me, was like, go pull your list out, Donnie, right? And I forgot that I wrote one like 2013, and so much on it is superficial. Not all of it, but but a good amount of it was superficial. And I was just thinking about it just now, but man, I'm not sure. I don't care how godly or smart she is. If she ain't got a good set of ankles, I'm not sure I can overlook that to my own demise.
No, but for me, it's not like Kerry always says. You what did he say?
Talking about don't act like the superficial don't matter. It does, because that's the person you want to be attracted to, even sexually and intimacy wise.
Yeah. So it matters to a very high extent. It matters, but that can't be the end all tell all though. It has to be more than just that.
Ankles, eyebrows.
What if they're tattooed eyebrows?
As long as they look good, I'm cool with that. Yeah,
ankles is the one.
Ankles got to come from God. It's only one way you get. They ain't got no ankle implants. Ain't nothing on the market yet. Because when they do, that's it for me. That's it for me.
Well, lost in the sauce.
You might as well see a pair of brand new implants on the BBL. Like if they get ankle implants, brother, I'm gonna stay at the altar. I was
God.
Oh man. Pookie said, "Careful with those lists, because Lord, that hold that it had on my life, Jesus, He listens, and He may not like the outcome of the list." Said, "Listen, I remember I told y'all a few years ago I started praying this prayer because I saw some things happen in my life, and I was in meditation. I said, God, no longer. I said, I'm praying for what you prepared for me, not what I want. I don't know what that is, but I know that every good and perfect gift comes from above. And I know that you know my life from beginning to the end, and you know what I need. And so I don't ever want to try to veto my vote or bring my vote over what your will is, because I think it's what I want. And I don't even know. I said, God, give me what you prepared for me, trials and all, because I know they're all intended to. He said, I have a plan to prosper you, not to harm you. Right. But so many times am I praying that plan be done in my life, or am I praying for what I believe I need and trying to override that? And I'm in full participation of what I want, not what his will is. And, and I think that could work to my demise.
But to your demise though, I can't see that. I can't see if you're walking in God's will, how that could ever end in anyone's will.
No, not his will to my demise. Like not participating in his will.
Okay. Got you. All right. Yeah. No, yeah.
Okay. See, I told you I gotta some people need explanation of these ankles. I gotta wear my ankle army shirt on here one day and give an explanation.
Yeah.
I just had to explain it again to my mom the other day because she forgot, and I was talking to her about it. All right. You know what? You ready for this next one, bro? All right.
Do you like her?
Yeah. I like her. It's easy with her. I love you, Callie. But everything is so damn hard. It shouldn't be so hard.
Why you look at me and laugh? But situations will arise. Man, if I heard it once, I heard it 1,000 times. It ain't got to be this hard. If I said it once, I said it 1,000 times. And then you muted with all that wisdom. I see you thinking hard and talking good, but
I feel like sometimes people believe that if the relationship is hard, that's just, that means it's passion behind it, and it's just things we're working on and all these things. And some people feel like we hear all the time, marriage is hard, relationships are hard. None of that is true. And I used to be a believer because I used to say it in my previous marriage. I used to say, marriage is hard. Relationships are hard, but now being in the one I'm in, it don't have to be that. I thought they had to be. I thought because you're a different person and I'm a different person, and I'm bringing in my views and you bringing in your views, so it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be difficult. We gonna argue, but that's just a part of relationships. I was a firm believer in that.
I had one of our contestants, one of our viewers on here came on here one day, and it was like, "Why?"
Are they contestants? What they finna win? A date with Donnie? Never mind. Go ahead. Who happened? What?
They came on here and they said that, why is it so hard for people to accept that it's okay if someone comes to this realization that you're not what's best for them? It's like it's like some people are only willing to date with a guarantee that it's going to go to marriage, when you are clearly still trying to identify if this is the person you want to spend the rest of your life with. And while you're in that process, hold space for a person to see that, no, this is not it. Everything is not to work through. I'm not talking about marriage, I'm talking about dating and leading up to everything is not to work through. Some things are just like, oh, that's non-negotiable for me. And it's not toxic to have non-negotiables.
That's wild that you say that, because I've been in situations and I've seen people in situations. You're trying so hard to make this work, and it ain't even supposed to. You're causing yourself all this headache, all this stress, all this depression, trying to make this relationship work. And I'm going to make it work and it's not even supposed to. You could be set free right now if you just in the relationship.
This is why when I was hanging out with my boys yesterday in Little Tokyo, and one of them kept saying, "Yeah, you broke up with your relationship." I said, the way I refer to it is that we didn't break up, that we completed an assignment. I think that sometimes the titles and the phrases we put on these transitional situations in our lives is what facilitates heartbreak. We broke up versus we successfully completed the assignment. And I'm not trying to gas myself and just, bring just certain phrases that make me feel better about it. But when I think about how much God was involved and how much I tried to obey and had signs that I was, doing what I was supposed to be doing, and ended it because, through prayer, that it was successful completion of an assignment. And so when I started getting back in that space, my heartbreak that I was experiencing no longer had a floor to stand on, because it was like, you're not broken because of this. You're grieving something, but you're not broken because of this. This was God. God started it, and then God brought it to an end. You know what I'm saying to you? So this didn't break you. What's breaking you is you calling it heartbreak, and you calling it we broke up, and you're calling it, all these other things that really don't fit. They don't properly describe. That's not a fair narrative of what truly happened here. Yeah. And I think that's where, sometimes we do get caught up in that victim mindset, and it comes out in our narrative, and we don't even recognize that we're doing it to ourselves. I've said a long time ago that suffering is often self-inflicted, because suffering, one of the main definitions of suffering is putting yourself in a specific headspace, right? There's certain things that you're remembering with a certain story attached to it that is causing your suffering. And sometimes we don't see when we're in it. You got to get people around you to say, hey, you're running that racket, man. You're running that story, and it's not accurate. You know what I'm saying to you? So I think that is one of the best reliefs that I've experienced, and I think other people have as well. Checking your perspective and checking your confession of whatever your situation is. It may not even be relationship based. It may be work based. It may, whatever it is.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy, because I was just mentioning that to Janae about checking your confessions and what you're saying. And even if, granted, what you're saying, it may be true, but it's so interesting how what comes out of your mouth can affect physical
the reality.
Yeah, it can affect the reality. And it sounds obvious, but it's more powerful than I think people give credit.
Yeah.
Man, I'm always single. I ain't got no man. I ain't got no woman. I can't find love nowhere. Look at what you're saying.
So let's do this though, because in the video, they're talking about like, this is, I like her. And he was like, it's so hard with you, but it's easy with her. And like, remember the other video we put up a while ago, the husband and the wife was arguing, and the wife was like, she's not younger than me. She's not prettier than me. She's not more fit than me. And the husband was like, but she's softer than you. And I know that got a sting, but even at the same time, again, that goes back to the red flag conversation. Just because you wish she was softer doesn't mean she needs to be softer. Maybe that's just what you can handle with your preference. And I think that too often in relationships, if a person doesn't like something about us, our first inclination is sometimes to accommodate. And it goes back to the conversation about the tailored suit. Like sometimes you don't need to accommodate that. You need to say, oh, that's what you're interested in. Well, that doesn't fit my destiny where I'm headed. So let's release this so you can go find that. But a person like, oh, since we're already together, why don't you just become that for me? It's like, and abandon who I truly am so I can resent
people do it. Exactly.
What you just said. I've done it plenty of times.
And exactly what you said, you end up resenting that person for making you change into what you don't even know yourself when you look in the mirror. And now you mad at that person, but you can't be that. You can't be mad at them. You changed you. They can't. Somebody else cannot change you. Only you can change you.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So one of my Rashawn, she's on it tonight. She said, "Who Moves My Cheese?" Have you ever read that book? My mom made me and my sister read that book when we were in high school. Man, it was a good book, man. Just about how, I guess my synopsis of it is that we can expect or want or desire to receive the same thing from the same place and not be willing to go find it elsewhere And that, again, I like this word tonight, but that can work to our demise. If someone moves your cheese, you have to be willing to go explore and do new things, dive into the mystery, even though it's uncomfortable. And even though, say you may feel like, well, this is where I need it, this is where I want it. It ain't there.
It ain't there.
I don't know.
It ain't there. It's just not.
And I guess you could try to pray it there if you want to, if that's what you believe your God does. But it was a good book. It's worth reading, man. It's a good book. See, there she is. What up, mama?
Who cut the cheese? What is it?
Who moved the cheese? Who cut the cheese? This nigga. It's almost quitting time. Mike gets delirious. The closer we get to quitting time. Man, let's do. You know what? Let's do this, and then we'll do the other video after. Sometimes we're just collateral damage in someone else's war against themselves. Sometimes we're just collateral damage in the war. A collateral damage in someone else's war against themselves. How does that make sense? No, it's all good.
I'm trying to figure it out too.
Sometimes we're just collateral damage in someone else's war against themselves. Now, Big Mike, was that you that posted this? Said Big Mike at the bottom. No, that ain't you. I at first was like, I feel that, but my understanding of war is that you got to enlist. That's voluntary. So if oh well, yeah, I guess before it was drafting, right?
Draft.
Yeah. You think that's happening in these relationships with people?
Man, get drafted, bro.
I look at it this way: if you ever get into a relationship or a war or anything where your participation is expected, you should probably scope out the land and scope out the agenda before you get involved on a level of commitment, right? And I think that's what the dating opportunity allows you. If you're dating properly, asking the right questions, going in with a listening ear and eyes open, you can kind of see if you want to get involved in whatever they have going on internally. Because like you just said, not only your confessions, but whatever your internal turmoil or your internal peace is going to create that reality around you and for the people that are close to you. You ever had a friend that was always involved in some drama and they always had something going on internal, mentally or emotionally, like it affects people close to you. So I think that that's what we should be looking for when we're in that dating environment. Are they at peace with themselves? I told you guys on last week or 2 weeks ago, my mom said, ask the woman, does she love herself? Because you're gonna partner with that person in whatever they're involved in. And if they're not involved in self-love and they're involved in self-loathing, like that's going to become a part of the reality you're going to be experiencing because you're choosing to partner with that person. And that person's expecting you to partner with them in everything they're involved in.
So are there ever situations though where neither party is aware of the actual war? Like we know there's some behaviors, we know something is not right, but I don't know it's a full-blown war until I get on the other side of the wall and see all the chaos.
True. So maybe that was
me.
I'm about to say maybe better questions. So Rashana said, I have the best questions to ask. They always telling themselves, please put those questions, or at least one of them, if you're willing to, in the chat on IG so we can dissect that, because maybe that's the issue. Maybe we're not asking the best questions. Like my mom always taught me when I go for a job interview, don't just let them ask you questions. You ask them questions as well, because they're trying to see if you're a good fit for whatever office morale they got going on. So you should be asking questions as well. Like, what's the turnover rate? You know what I'm saying? What is the biggest complaint from the people who already work there? You know what I'm saying? This is why references from your ex should be a thing. Hello. Matter of fact, I'm about to put this up, man. I put it on my IG a few days ago. This woman put up questions for a date. And I asked people if they would use these questions for a date. I think we should look at that. A few people said they would. So people said like, no, that's not wise. Let's see. Mike, sing for us while we trying to get this part.
What you trying to hear?
Usher.
Any particular song?
Confessions.
Why that song?
Because I was the one about him and Diddy. No. All right, let me get this. Let me get this real quick.
Well,
all right, I got it. So Do 2 seconds. I'm always rushing myself. I'm taking as long as I need.
Yeah, you don't got to rush. Plus, Tati,
that's in life. Shoot.
Yeah. My brother told me to shout her out. My brother told me to shout her out one more time because she missed it. So this is your shout out. Record it and then add it to your stories and make sure you tag. Maybe this will help the podcast because we need all the exposure that we can get. So Styles by Tati. It's her IG, 2 eyes on the end of that, I believe. Yeah, she's thebomb.com.
All right. You ready for it?
Pause.
All right. We can't talk over this, huh? We're muted, or can you hear me?
I hear you.
Oh, cool. So let's do this. So the first one, can you see it?
Yeah, I'm gonna enlarge my screen. No,
so the first one is, do you want kids? Yes, no, if so, how many? Is that a good question?
Yes.
Okay. Second question is, do you have pets? Yes or no? If not, would you want pets in the future? Is that a good question?
Yes.
What do you spend the majority of your time doing?
Yes.
That's a real good question.
That's a really good one. That's getting into the meat and potatoes right there.
Yeah, I think those softball questions at the beginning kind of just like, yeah. Because I feel like kids and pets are liabilities. Children are liabilities to a certain age. Okay.
Oh man.
They are, but sometimes
I'm not disagreeing.
I'll say sometimes that it's worth it. Like some of the people you dated were liabilities, but they served their purpose in that season. It's like I'm willing to have that expense. Like I can't write that off, but it's okay. It was fun. All right. Is there history of balding or any health related concerns in your family? Yes, no, I hope not. We came full circle. We're back to it. Is there any history of balding, women or men, or any health related concerns in your family? No longer are they talking about asking for diabetes and cancer, like erectile dysfunction and balding. Those are big issues.
I think that the health related concerns in your family is good.
Okay. Balding shouldn't matter. All right.
Because even if there's no traits, that don't mean I'm not gonna go bald.
Not especially, man. I remember one relationship I was in. I started thinning real bad. And I was like, "Are you gonna cause me to be bald?" Like I was stressed. I was. Oh God. Okay. Look. Tell me about the hairline, Ashley, and hairlines, bruh. Dude, we were watching a movie one day, and she almost couldn't finish the movie roasting this boy's hairline. It might have been Tubi. It might have been a Tubi movie. Just the whole show. Couldn't see none of his acting. Did nothing. It wasn't believable. Like it was. Jesus, how far back do it go?
Yo, I was watching. Yeah, no, I feel that though.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, okay. I'm not even gonna go there. So please mark yourself on the line: radical, liberal, moderate, conservative, reactionary. Could care less. It's a good question.
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Now, all this is based on if the person's willing to be honest or not. But you should have your honesty detector open on all.
I think this would be fun. I think this would be fun on a first date.
How many of y'all think this would be fun on the first date? Yeah, because I think that this is. I don't feel like this is interrogation. I feel like these are good questions. Here's my favorite. Do you snore? Yes or no? When I tell you that, if I try not to have any deal breakers, listen, I care about do you snore more than I care about if you saved. To be honest with you, ain't nothing got me closer to a felony than trying to lay next to somebody that snores.
God, dog.
Jesus, why are you jumping the gun, Jay? She said she looked at number 7. Number 7 says, how would you respond if I said, "Oh, that cloud looks like a croissant"? that one, somebody explain that one to me. That one threw me for a snoop.
I just think that's great. I would love that.
Why don't you just ask, what if you found out one day I was on shrooms? I don't understand that question.
Listen.
Well, no, some people are just airy like that. They out there.
Yeah. I like it.
All right.
But again, I feel like what's happening is it's giving you these questions you really got to think about, and then it's softening it up, so it doesn't seem like an interrogation. And I feel like throwing that question in there is great. It's like the comic relief. Like, okay, let's breathe.
Yeah, I think that's another mental health question. Honestly. Jesus. Anyway, do you believe in aliens? That's another good question to ask on the first date. All right. Number 8, back to a good deep question. How do you handle stress?
Yeah.
That's really good. Yeah.
I feel like it's important for right now we're talking about first date, but I also feel like it's important for your partner to know exactly how you handle stress. That way, I don't got to tell you that I'm stressed.
First of all, this might not even be first date. You might send this as a PDF in the email and say, bring your answers to our 20-minute coffee date. We're going to review this.
Listen.
Independent. You got to get a score of 60 or above in order for us to actually have a first date. Yeah, recent picture and a reference.
Well, for you, ankle up. Well, for me, knees up with a reference.
Right. Yeah, I was going a whole different direction. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Wow. You want my legs up in the air? I don't care. So number 9. Number 9 says, please submit an attachment of your top 5 date ideas, providing details. That's not bad. That's both ways.
Okay. Yeah, I think that.
The women that I've spoken to, right, my friends or even my clients, when it comes down to dating, a lot of women know where they want to be taken, but a lot of them haven't thought about where they would like to take a man on a date. A lot of them know what a great date would be for them to experience, but haven't taken time to think about, I wonder what a man would like to be, like this man in particular. Where would he like? Do you ask questions to find that out? Because men are trying to find out, man, where can I take her to really,
We to the point we calling our homegirls and calling our moms and sisters like, hey, just trying to really figure this thing out, only to be told, you eat that.
Bruh, I tell you, my ex took me on a great date. I didn't even know she was listening, but she said she came by and surprised me and everything. Didn't tell me we were going. I made me drive and wouldn't let me put the address in the GPS. She just told me because I have a thing about passenger princess 100%. Please rolled up to the spot. I was like, you got to be kidding me. She's like, yes, paid for everything and the hoes. I was like, wow.
You said the hoes,
the whole everything.
Oh.
Number 10, Mike. This is my second favorite. Can we contact your exes as references? Yes or no? If not, why? That's my second favorite out of this whole list. Allie said 10 is nope because they still want to be with me. Nope. Well, if they still want to be with you, that might be a good reference. Like
I think. Go ahead.
Like a good job. Like we ain't trying to let her go. Like we love her, we want her. Or you trying to say they might just sabotage it and say she's trash. So
if I can't have you, nobody can. Type.
Wait a minute. Rashana said y'all easy. Golf, NBA game. Those are 2 negatives for me.
Golf
or NBA game as a date. Oh wait, go back up. She said gun range. There we go.
Boom.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. But no, going back to this references, I what do you feel about that, bro? Because I really like this one. Can we contact your exes as references? I would say yes.
I think it's great.
To my last 3.
So let me ask you this though. If you ask this to a woman you're on your first date with, would you actually reach out to her exes?
I would.
If she said yes and gave you the number or the email.
If I was if I was seriously interested in her, yeah, I would. I think it'd be fun. It all depends on how you. If you make it weird, it's gonna be weird. Like, yo, I'm about to go out with Lisa.
So look, if a nigga hit me up, especially via email,
and gave you his
asking
hoodie,
me,
what would you say?
Full circle, huh?
Y'all set yourself up for that one.
Full circle. That was good. Yeah. Good old hoodie. Yep.
Hold on. Instagram has disconnected the stream. They currently disconnected streams after 1 hour for most users. If you want to continue streaming on Instagram, go check and see if your maybe this will help one is up.
All right.
If you want to continue streaming on Instagram, you can remove this destination from. Oh, okay.
We still.
All right, cool. So if a nigga called you and said trying to get a reference for one of your exes, how would you handle that phone call?
How did you get my number? Now I gotta call her. Don't be giving my number out to these random niggas.
Just trying to hit them up on IG and ask them about me. Ask about me. The streets know. Ask about me. I like
don't know
it.
how I feel about it. I don't know how
I like it. I just feel like, man, people just take stuff too serious and it's too much of an issue. But again, I have not had. It's been a while since I've had a toxic relationship.
Oh, somebody said it did cut off on Instagram, which is crazy because it's still showing live on my end.
Oh shoot, mine just ended just now too.
Okay, all right. Well, we still on here.
Yeah,
we gotta figure that out.
Yeah, because the last time it let us go for a whole 2 hours.
So here's the thing: if you want to keep watching the show, you just got to move platforms. Go over to YouTube.
Oh, so if you want to reset your key, I can do it right now. It's giving me that option.
I mean, are we gonna? I mean,
we got like 6 minutes, whatever.
Yeah. It's gonna be the best part of the show, but
I know, right? So they want to hear the rest of this list.
Right.
So TY said, I agree with Mike. That's some weird ish right there. I'm weird, so maybe that's why I like it. That's yeah. Ali said, I ain't contacting nobody. I don't care about exes. I believe who he shows me he is now. I get that too. I just think it would be interesting.
But I would still ask the question. I would still just to see what
why. So she can tell you.
Because
get it from the source.
Because if you're gonna tell me no, then I need to know why. But if you're gonna tell me yes, it's like okay, you don't got nothing. I feel like you may not have nothing to hide. So okay, you may be good. But if you're telling me no, I'm like, why is it a no?
I don't, man. For me, I don't think it would sway my decision. I think it would be great conversation starter for other things that maybe I didn't think of. How about not exes? Can I find and can I talk to your parents then? Can I talk to your parents? They might throw you under the bus too.
Oh golly. Why not friends?
So check this out. Thank you, Rashana. She came over here from Instagram. She said I could pull that off. Hey sis, D said y'all dated. I ain't trying to waste my time. What say you? I like that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Too. I like that.
I've had women go and look at my list of friends and whatnot and ask people about me before, and I was not offended by that. Because I'm thinking about if I had a daughter or something or a son, like what kind of background would I be willing to do? Would I be given the same advice, or would I tell her to be thorough?
Yeah, but I don't think I would tell her to get a social security number and
we definitely getting that.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna tell her to do it.
Okay, got you. So see, Carla said it's not that there's something to hide. It's just weird, especially if that person not even speaking to their own ex. See, again, that goes back to that's why me and want to be friends first. If the relationship don't work out, then hopefully you have a friendship. I'm in a weird situation right now, but the fact that I still think that it would be it would be cool to ask. I think that
it's not.
Man, I don't think I have any. I think that it would show me in a good light, an honest light that maybe I don't even see myself. Like I don't know, man.
I think you shouldn't call it.
It can be touchy. Yeah. Well, then ask the parents. Sit down with the dad. Like, listen, man, is your daughter worth it? Like, let's be honest. First of all, is her mama worth it? Is her mama worth it? Is she like her mama? Tell me, like, straight up. Like, how happy do we want to be? Like, why are we then we look back like, man, I should have been more thorough. Like, you had the chances. Ask her daddy.
You should have been more what?
Thorough.
Did you become a East Coast Crip real quick? What?
Real quick. My bad. Baby boy. Yeah. Yeah.
No, but I get it. I just feel like so when does it become to where it takes the fun out of getting to know the person? Because
when you make it weird. Don't make it weird.
Like asking to speak to their ex.
No, it's on the list. It's just right. It's right. It's right. It's just a part of the questionnaire. It's just part of the questionnaire. I can't contact your ex, but you willing to get a vaccination and you don't know what's in it for a new job, but I can't contact your ex.
Wow. Well.
Number 11 says, oh, that's it. Actually, name why not. To the best of my ability, I promise I answered truthfully to all the questions. If I am lying, I promise to Venmo you $1,000.
I like it. And then we go back to being funny. I like it.
I think
overall,
that can be fun,
like
man. I've had, and the reason I stand on my, stand by what I say in certain situations, because I think that it's up to the two people. If it's going to be weird, it's going to be fun. I've had some of the most fun conversations in areas and spaces where people are like, oh, that's weird, that's dumb. Like, I'm open to being as weird as Andre 3000 and enjoying my life the best way I know how, because I'm diving into things with a certain perspective. And if I can find somebody to dive into that perspective with me, it don't matter what nobody else think. But when I tell you that's what I like and that's what I'm looking for, man, it's a beautiful thing for me, man.
I feel that, man. I feel that.
Yeah, well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what happened to IG, but if you came over here from IG, we thank you for coming to Facebook, coming to YouTube, finding us over here. At the end of every episode, we like to give you guys a mental health resource, and here it is, 988. You can reach out. You can call this number. You can go online, chat with somebody live. We've had a few people reach out to them. They've been a great resource. If you're looking for a therapist, a counselor, a support group, or if you're looking to help one of your friends who's going through a crisis, they can give you tips on how not to make that situation worse for them, how to approach that in the healthiest way possible, and if you should approach it. So screenshot this and just have it in your phone as an emergency. We've had people hit us up 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, what's that number again? Like, keep this close and share it with your friends. Man. Shalom. We appreciate you. Oh, Shilomith. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think I saw her on Instagram as well. That's dope.
Yeah, man.
Man, we appreciate y'all like big time. I feel like I'm gonna say this to you right now. We don't have to come to no decision, but I feel like a live show again would be a good look.
We will work on that when it makes sense.
Whoa. All that stutter.
Listen.
Yeah. Maybe not, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe
listen, not. No, my kindness filter got clogged up for a second there. I've been working on my kindness. I think I did well.
Not too bad. I
think I did better than I had other things, but I think Lakeisha gets me. She said back in the day, Donnie would have had a ship cruising the lands for anything he didn't already see on the sea. Yes, man. I'm an adventurer by nature. I'm a maverick. I like to go and explore new things like that. When I took my personality test, that's what came up, man. It just makes me happy. It was given French.
That nigga tried to step out of that thing so fast. Yeah.
Listen, man.
I'm not even mad at it.
I'm about to let's the boxer from Harlem Nights.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen, tonight's show was hilarious, man. If you didn't do nothing else, I know you laughed and you lost some weight because laughing burns calories. So if you're struggling with weight loss, join us here every Sunday at 8 p.m.
Yo. Yeah.
Hey, you gonna pray tonight? I don't know if my prayer is gonna make it.
Yeah. Father, we come to you tonight thanking you for a show that we hope helped someone. Lord, we thank you for ordering our steps this coming week, Lord, that we're where we're supposed to be, doing the right things with the right people, Lord. And we just thank you and praise you for keeping us in the attitude of gratitude, Lord. We just thank you for everything that you're doing for us behind the scenes, stuff we don't even see, stuff we pray for, and it's around the corner, Lord. We just thank you that you'll help us to keep our eye on the prize, Lord, and not to give up, Lord, because the answer to our prayers is right there, Lord. I thank you for everyone that's praying to be in these relationships and praying for a man and praying for a woman, Lord, that you just show them what it is that they need to do with their selves, Lord, before they're asking for all these things from you, Lord. And I just thank you for surrounding your angels around us, keeping us safe, keeping our family, friends, loved ones safe throughout the week, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Bruh, that was my amen right there. That, yeah.
Yikes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully we see you next Sunday, 8 p.m. Pacific. We appreciate y'all. Thank you for laughing with us. Thank you for rocking with us. Share this with somebody else. It's gonna be on our page live. So share this, and anything else for on Mike?
You got an extra chain?
Extra what?
Chain?
No, it's still the same 3.
No, it was 2.
No, it's been 3 for a
I
minute.
went with you to the place off of what, Washington? To the little jewelry spot? It was 2.
That was for the 3rd one.
Right.
I got video to prove it. Just go back and
It's
watch
fine.
some of the. Maybe this will help the podcast. You ever seen it?
Whatever. Nope.
Okay.
All right, y'all. 3 chains.
That was good.
I